So, let's talk about the 7 most healthy foods. The first product on our list is sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is rich in fiber, and it also contains more vitamin C than any other product. There are more than 700 milligrams of vitamin C in 1 glass of sauerkraut. Despite the fact that we only need about 75 milligrams per day, vitamin C is very important for collagen, for building bones, for protecting the heart from free radical damage, and it is also a very powerful antioxidant. Without vitamin C, you get tired quickly, joints fall apart, connective tissues are not built, which causes wrinkles to increase and you seem older than your years. It is also worth noting that there are many beneficial bacteria in sauerkraut that can improve your intestinal flora. It is also worth knowing that cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable, which means it contains a large amount of phytonutrients that can reduce the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases and cancer. Cabbage, including pickled cabbage, is unique in that it is very easily digested. If you have digestive problems, then cabbage will digest better than other vegetables. It does not cause severe bloating like broccoli or other vegetables. There is a lot of lactic acid in sauerkraut. It is useful for good bacteria and not very useful for bad bacteria, that is, pathogens. Pathogens do not survive when lactic acid becomes too much. So, the second product on our list is cod liver. Cod liver is a valuable source of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and omega-3 and omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids. Regular consumption of cod liver normalizes metabolic processes in cartilage and bone tissues. It promotes the full functioning of the circulatory system, increases hemoglobin, strengthens the walls of blood vessels, prevents the development of anemia, atherosclerosis, cancerous tumors, rickets, improves skin condition, smooths wrinkles. This byproduct is equally useful for children, adolescents, mature and elderly people. At the same time, this product has a high calorie content and is contraindicated in people with chronic diseases of the liver, gallbladder, heart, and blood vessels. So, the next product on our list is arugula. You probably know that it is beneficial to eat a lot of greens every day. A plant with a higher nutrient content is suitable as a main green. Arugula is perfect. Arugula is also a cruciferous vegetable, so it's high in phytonutrients. Arugula is very beneficial for the liver. It significantly improves its function. This plant is also useful to use for inflammation. It has a very powerful anti-inflammatory effect. Arugula also contains a lot of nitric oxide, which is good for libido, erectile dysfunction, and it is also good for the cardiovascular system. Arugula also contains a lot of calcium, potassium, folic acid, magnesium, vitamin C, and vitamins K1. And finally, arugula has powerful anti-cancer effects. The next item is pecans. Pecans are one of the most delicious and healthy nuts. They grow on trees that belong to the walnut family. It has a unique taste and aroma that can be described as sweet, buttery, and slightly tart. It perfectly combines creamy, vanilla, and chocolate notes, so it is often used in the preparation of confectionery. A distinctive feature of all nuts is their high calorie content, and pecans are no exception. The nut contains a large amount of beneficial fatty acids that help lower cholesterol levels in the blood and improve heart health. The fiber contained in the nut plays an important role for the body. Pecans are rich in vitamins of group B. In addition, vitamins E, K, PP, and a small amount of vitamin C are present in the composition. The composition of the nut also includes various minerals. Most of all, the fruits contain manganese and copper. Zinc, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, iron, calcium, and selenium are also present in the nut. Any nuts, including pecans, are potential allergens. In view of this fact, experts strongly recommend that children under 3 years of age should stop using them. It is not recommended to eat it for people who are obese and have liver problems. Pecans can also cause problems in people with gastrointestinal diseases, such as ulcers or gastritis, as well as in people with kidney disease. So the next product on the list is salmon. If you are concerned about the mercury content, salmon has much less mercury than other fish. And you should know something else, salmon has a lot of selenium. Selenium counteracts mercury. When selenium is present, mercury is not absorbed, so when you eat salmon, don't be afraid of mercury. Of all fish, salmon is the one that is extremely high in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are very good for the brain, heart, joints, and also have anti-cancer effects. If you want your inflammation levels to always be very low, eat foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Therefore, it is recommended to eat salmon at least once a week. And the next item on the list is extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is an interesting thing because if you buy cheap oil in different stores, you will be lucky if it is real. Olive oil is very often forged. It is mixed with other oils and it is no longer the same. Real olive oil is slightly tart, it has a great aroma, like freshly cut grass, it has a peppery taste, and it starts to tickle a little in the throat. This is one of the signs of real olive oil. What is so useful about extra virgin olive oil? It has vitamin E and vitamin A. It contains minerals such as magnesium and potassium. It's fat, so it doesn't affect insulin levels, which is very good, and it really has a lot of phytonutrients. Among them, there are those that can slow down aging so that you live longer. It protects telomeres, and with shorter telomeres, a person lives less. It protects and restores the mitochondria. If you don't know, cancer is a disease of the mitochondria. Everything you can do to protect, support, and restore mitochondria helps you protect yourself from cancer. The substances in extra virgin olive oil can reduce the level of beta amyloids, and they are deposited as plaques in the brain of people with Alzheimer's disease. So this oil is very good for the brain, it is good for memory and concentration. It also perfectly counteracts thrombosis, microbes, and protects the retina, that is, it strengthens the retina of the eye. Especially with diabetes, high sugar, or insulin levels. Extra virgin olive oil contains phytonutrients that are 20 times more powerful than green tea. So don't save it, pour a lot of it into the greens, and the fat in olive oil will help extract a lot of phytonutrients from the greens. And the last product, and some will disagree with it, beef steak. Please note that we are not talking about a hamburger with a bun and not about ordinary beef patties. We are talking about organic grass-fed beef. Organic red meat, grass-fed, it's not store-bought cuts and stuff. This is not meat in a burger from a fast food joint. Beef is a very good source of amino acids, bioavailable iron. Unlike iron, for example, in spinach. You get a lot more iron from red meat, including beef. In addition, beef contains a lot of vitamin B12, phosphorus, and zinc. Beef is an excellent source of selenium and vitamins B6, B2, B3, and B5. And it contains a lot of so-called carnosine. Beef is one of the most carnosine-rich foods, and carnosine strengthens the immune system as well as reduces the so-called glycation. Glycation is a natural aging process in the body. Beef is also high in creatine. Creatine increases physical performance, endurance, and it promotes muscle growth and muscle mass. So, those were the 7 healthiest foods. If this video is helpful for you, then please put a like and leave a comment below the video. Thanks for watching.